Okay, guys, we are here at Westfield, and I had a lot of fun in this battle. And there's four arties over there, and there's four arties on our team. And we all know what that means, that with the rate of fire from those things and the fact that a lot of the positions on this map are not arty safe, it can be very chaotic and very dangerous. And I want to get to their arties before their scouts or their fast-moving vehicles get to ours. Now, in this map, I've seen so many disasters occur over there from delays and not fighting and not helping out up here where the heavies spawn upstairs. So, as I explained in a previous video, I want the arties on my team to go over here. I'm pretty sure it's safer, and if there's a breakthrough, there's cover there. It might be a while before they're detected, so I think it increases their long-term survivability. And because I have so little trust in this side of the map, often I'll go up there, and because I'm platooned with two arties, I'm going to try to spot for them up here and try to quicken the pace in that part of the battlefield and break through there. Now, in another previous video, I explained that I like to break through just to the left of the broken viaduct. That is a possibility, but in this particular battle, I decided to do it up there. Now, I was platooned in this battle with KZB and his SU-8, and a fellow I met who plays mostly in Europe, but he does visit Brazil periodically, and he has an account on the North American server and has done very well. And he's one of those guys that I formed a dynamic platoon with, almost certainly an arty. I don't invite any scouts or heavies or mediums, almost never. What I'm looking for is a arty player that is not attached to a platoon that can join me. We'll establish voice comms, and I'll get him hitting the targets that I want him to hit to help move the battle forward. So I'm going to hit the space bar and advance it at regular speed. So you'll see KZ Bay and Guardian Saint are heading in the right direction. And let's see if I made a comment here to tell the other arty to move up here. I may have already, yeah, arties get to F1 at least, right? And the SU-14 -1 is not interested. The M44, he can shoot the map, so he doesn't need to go where he's going. So maybe he won't survive as long as possible. So like I said, I'm going to scout here as much as I can. The A-20 doesn't turn like I would like, and you know, another thing I had, there's an arty shell. I love them when they don't hit me. I like to get the battle moving as quickly as possible over here, and like I said, the breakthrough will occur, so I'm going to go back for a relight. And of course, Guardian, Saint, and KZ Bay are supporting the push over here. Here's T-43. There were no TDs back there at A3, A4. You know, they sit back there, and I was hoping to light up the, but there's only an Achilles, so that's just based on the spawn distribution. Oh, I'd love to know what that guy's name used to be. I've been collecting names of players that were renamed. So we did it again, and there's the T-43 and the Skoda and the WZ. Oh, that guy had 2 marks of excellence. Maybe his name wasn't so excellent, shall we say. So, you know, a lot of people in previous battles are saying, you know, start scouting. There's targets, right? I don't need to do anything dramatic until the climactic moment here. And slip sliding. So, this is picking the correct moment. And that Hellcat is revealing safe ground to me. See, he hasn't died yet. So that means nobody has a line of sight on him, right? And I've broken through here in the past, so I'm happy with the situation. Oh, I should just pause and explain one thing here. I can't get XVM to work anymore this is 9.15.1, August 28th. And I had to turn it off. The teams were not unbalanced. I made a note. It wasn't one-sided. It was a pretty fair fight in terms of player ability. So I just wanted to clarify that. Okay, we're going to hit the space bar here. And that was my final pass judging the situation, and I'm going to make my move now. So you'll see we've lost an IS-3, an EZ-8, VK-2I-1. They've lost a Cromwell, Skoda, T-54, Mod 1. Now, I don't have the hit points remaining on either side. It would be nice to know if we were already winning in terms of that. Could be a slight advantage. Nevertheless, I'm going to make my move. And didn't suffer any damage there. And I get right along the red line and then try to get into this depression here where people can't hit me, right? You're always searching for a reverse slope. And I'm going to explain something right because it might take too long to explain this. Okay. One of the things that has happened in the last 2 years, ever since they nerfed the arty, that was actually 3.5 years ago, but I don't have proof of this. I haven't done enough research, but I have the impression, just based on only scouting, that the arties are better at shotgunning you at short to medium range than they were after the nerf. I don't know what they did in terms of tweaking this and that. I did read, I think, about a few things that they did to help the arties perform better. So my problem here is there's 4 of them. Now, if I stop to engage one of them, there's 3 more that haven't been killed yet that might shoot at me. So I'm very, very leery about getting involved in close combat. Now, on the other hand, even though I'm worried, I'm delighted doing this kind of thing because I love the chaos that is about to ensue here, and it's very stimulating to me. Some people don't like this stuff, but I love it. Okay, let's watch this. So we're at regular speed. The FE's chasing me. The Achilles, I'm fleeing. It's hard to zigzag, and he hits me. And watch the FE fire, I believe. Yeah, and he missed. Now, like I said, I'm very reluctant to engage this guy. I want to light up all the other arties, and don't forget that KZ Bay and Guardian Saint are helping me here, right? So I'm just keeping them illuminated, and this thing, what am I doing? I'm doing about 70. It sure don't feel like it these days. There's the 3rd one. I believe I've lit them all up. And Guardian Saint is attacking, and they're not shooting at my teammates anymore, right? And that's one of the things a scout does that helps the team, right? There's the first one. Guardian got him, right? And another reason I don't want to go over there to deal with those M44s is I'll lose speed on that climb. And there's the shell from the FE304. So let's check here. There's still 3 of them. And the replay seems a lot slower than it was for real. And our team is doing really well. Okay, here we go. Get behind him. Hit the brakes. Turn as hard as you can. And fire. See, I'm firing gold there when I don't need to. It's my worst, one of my worst things. And I'm trying not to, it's hard to keep moving and hit them, even with auto aim. And I'm trying to pursue a strange loop here to get away from those people. So there's 2 more remaining. Our team's doing pretty good. And what I want is for them either to chase me. I don't want them to sit still. What they may not realize is the best way to kill me is to sit still and point at me. Getting on the move, it just makes it easier for me to finish them off. So there we are. Okay, I'm going to hit the spacebar again here. In this battle, I'm in an A-20, a Tier 4. Guardian Saint is in a Tier 5, and KZ Bay is in a Tier 6. Now, the A-20 officially is not supposed to go up against Tier 8s. I don't mind one bit. I love it. The rate of fire of all the vehicles is lower. My possibility of survival is higher, in my opinion, than in low-tier fights. That's just based on experience. So somebody on the enemy team or even our team might have said fail platoon at the start of this fight. So this goes back to my my whining about the fact they've taken out the chat. So watch what happens here. I talk to the enemy, and they talk to me, and it's pretty funny. So let's hit the space bar, and I type in fail platoon, and then he types back to me one of the M44s. I mean, this just added for me, and then he goes LOL, right? So he finds it amusing, and then he says you too, right? I mean, that sort of thing. I was involved in all sorts of banter like that the entire time I've been playing this game, and they took it out, and I'm bummed out about it. People are probably sick of hearing me talk about it. And this ended in a tragedy. I went up against Tier 8 maybe when I shouldn't have. I still have got 6 gold rounds left, so let's just watch this. If the pen was just a little bit better, I might have survived this. So let's count the hits. There's 1, 2, and I think Casey Bay told me not to do it. There's a bounce. And a miss with this wonky gun. There's another bounce, and then there. I'm dead. So I hope you like the video. In summary, it's very simple. Get the arties. If you're platoon with arties, get them in the right place. Get them working for you. That applies whether it's a platoon or a dynamic platoon. Select the breakthrough point and select the moment, and always be ready to change the plan if it doesn't work out. And it's game over for those guys, and I hope you liked the video, and I certainly enjoyed this game, and I like making the videos. So good night.